Chino, we're from Deftones, and you're watching Moshcam. That's probably differs, I think, probably between us. It's hard actually for me to pick one because there's a lot of songs that I like to play at different times in the day, different times in my life. Recent one, maybe RX Queen.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
Yeah, because we just haven't played it in a while, and it's off the White Pony record, one of my favorite records.
It's fun playing a lot of the newer stuff too. I don't know why, but I think we're just having a lot of fun with it, so having a good time. I don't know, we always have a really good time.
The writing actually, is, as opposed to the recording of it, that's kind of when you got to get down to business, but the writing part of it, which I guess should be business as well. But we have a lot of fun, man.
Yeah.
We sit in there and we, there's a good, I'd say hour and a half of just like bullshit.
Yeah.
Maybe we can't say that on air, but you know, just us hanging out and just getting into the vibe, you know, just being together, whatever. And then we just pick up our instruments and just start making noise, and you know, it's a good time usually. You know, we lock ourselves in a little room, probably, you know, pretty small little area, and we take little breaks where we go out and see sunlight every now and then. But we pretty much stay in this little room, you know, and just play until, you know, we just jam, really. And that's kind of like the funnest thing because it's really free form. It's really, you know, we don't go in with an idea of a song or what we're trying to do, other than just like you go in a room with your friends and you start making noise, and then, you know, sometimes the song pops out. A lot of times the song pops out, and it's pretty rad.
It's been working actually really good for us doing that. It doesn't always work. There's no formula to it, but whatever we've been doing those last couple records, it's been very fruitful. I think for me, one of our first times in Russia was pretty mind-blowing, playing outside in Gorky Park, and just being in Russia, period. But it was a really good time. We were young, and we had, you know, this is one of the furthest places we've ever been, so it's good.
Yeah, we played so many shows. It's hard to since we were little kids.
Rock in Rio, that was a great one. That was one of our biggest shows I think we've ever played.
But I mean, size isn't even always it too. You know what I mean? We played some like tiny little places that have just been insane. You know, so it's too hard to choose really. Vodka, of course. Yeah. There have been ones very early on, you know, that I think those are the ones that are most impactful, I think, for us, because we kind of started as a band, you know, in the garage. We played like, before we actually played our first show, we played like for like, we started in '88, and our first show was probably like, you know, like '89 or whatever, like our first time we actually left the garage to play. So we, you know, but we played like backyard barbecues and like all like, you know, like really, like, you know, DIY type of stuff, you know, coming up, whatever. So like when things started to happen for us, you know, like for instance, Madonna, you know, coming to our show and signing us, really, you know, that's like, as a kid, you know, who was mostly in the garage playing to ourselves and each other, you know, and then having her just like kind of pick us up and like and tell us that we were great, you know, that's pretty rad when you're like 19 years old.
Vodka. You know what? Our pre-show is really fun, actually. We listen to a lot of good music, and we get hype ourselves up, whatever you want to call it. But yeah. Butcher was fun.
Yeah, that's probably the funnest video we made. Because it was just a bunch of girls in their underwears, and we poured blood on them, and we just played. And it was simple, and it was very effective.
I think that changes. You know what? There's been a one consistent over the years, and it's always Prince.
Purple Rain.
That will hit us every time. Yeah.
That record will never fail you.
Yeah.
Whether you're trying to chill, whether you're having the party of parties, it works. Vodka.
One time, someone actually had me sign their baby. I think I signed a fake leg too. They took off their leg and I signed their leg.
How about a pregnant belly?
No, I'm waiting on that one.